Good morning. Good morning, world. I'm here with a message. Message to different kind of people. Good, bad, worse, badder, worse. Like you hear little children say. No matter what happens, no matter how bad people around you may be, do your best to remain good, because there are rewards for being good. God rewards those who remain good. The church, what is the church in the first place? The church is your body, your temple is your body. It's not an actual building where people go and sit every Sunday or whenever they have service. That's not the church. The church is your temple, and your temple is your body. Now, the question is, how do you treat that temple of yours? How do you see that temple of yours? I don't like when it is folded from the inside. How do you treat and how do you see that temple of yours? This is the question. I am in a situation where my life is being controlled by individuals that I don't know. People I've never met. And it bothers me because I am a free spirit. I am a Virgo. Virgos are free spirited. They don't like being controlled. Control is illusion. They don't live by nobody's illusion. They live freely. I made a mistake leaving my home to come to Massachusetts. I made a mistake. And I don't make that mistake once. I made it many times with men. When you breaking up with a man, mostly women call the police and have the men removed. For some reason, I don't do that. It's either I leave the place for the men or I was about to wrap my hair up. I don't like to leave my hair without wrap anymore. Yeah, I don't like it anymore. I feel everybody should wrap their hair. You know how the Quakers always have to a little thing in the back of their head. Like, I think they actually cannot cover like this. Excuse me. When I was in 12th grade high school, my teacher took us to a field trip, where we met, I believe it was in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And when we entered, there was a building. We went in, outside of the building, there was a statue of Benjamin Franklin's head. It was a big head from the top, I believe, to the chest. If people remember, you will know what building that is. It's either the state representative building. I don't remember. That was back in 1996. I don't remember. Um, I lost track of what I was gonna say. Um, yes, when you go to that building, there is a room in it where you go and you meet Quakers. I didn't find a black one. They were all white. The ones that I saw. It's like a place people go to pray, but it's not everybody that goes there. It's only Quakers. That's what I was told. They were Quakers. They carry a little hat around the top of their head like this. It looks like they're trying to cover their crown area, and there is a sensitive spot in the back here. So these are the area that I believe they try to protect. Not everybody has soft spot here. But I remember my first child had only one, which was up here. Or maybe I didn't pay attention to the back here. But my daughter had two. My daughter had one here that it was bit, yeah, it was soft. You couldn't really touch it. And my daughter had one in the back of the head right here. My second son only had one too, so I don't know. I believe people should wrap their hair. They should not leave their head uncovered. From my life experience, the protection of your head goes a long way. Don't just put this alone. I cover it with a new rag. Yeah. Everybody might have their own preference, but this is the one that I like. Yeah. I want to sing a little song. But I was crying a little, so I don't know if my voice is gonna allow me to sing it. But let it go to heaven, however it sounds. Let me blow my nose. I'm gonna blow my nose because I don't know if it's visible. My nose is running. Let me try to sing that song for God. This is how I'm gonna show gratitude to God, for God never leave me. It's a song that I learned in church when I was growing up. We learn very early. You know, when the Bible says, raise your children in the way of the Lord, when they grow up, they will not depart from it. I would say 50-50, correct? The reason why I say 50-50, it's because I'm not even fair with 50-50. It's not even fair with 50-50 because my mother had 5 children. It looks like only me stay in the faith. There might be another one that stay in the faith, but that still support the other ones that are not doing the right things. Always go against the innocent one because she's a follower. Libra don't follow like this, but that one follows. That song says, in my language, Mbajam sentim pou kote mwen, pou kote mwen, pou kote mwen. Mbajam sentim pou kote mwen, parce bon Dieu avem, l'ange de l'éternel, qui campait bon côté, n'importe qui ça nous besoin, c'est ça li capable faire. Li capable. Moi connais bon Dieu capable. Moi connais bon Dieu capable, bon moi la victoire. Li guérit tout cœur cassé, li fait ouais. N'importe qui ça nous besoin, c'est ça li capable faire. Li capable. Moi connais bon Dieu capable. Moi connais bon Dieu capable de nous la victoire. Let me go get the napkins now to wipe my nose and blow because I feel it's down to my top of my nose. Okay, so growing up, excuse me. Yeah, when I was crying, and so when you cry, your nose, whenever your eyes tear up, your nose also runs. Okay, I had to sing that song. I only know it in Creole. I don't know it in other language. That's how it was taught to me. I find myself in a situation because of a mistake that I made. And that mistake was to leave my home and went to Massachusetts, in Quincy, Massachusetts, hoping that my mom would pray with me. It was a big mistake because it turns out that my mom was the one pulling the cord for my misfortune all along. If I stand in front of the church where I grew up. I was born Christian and grew up. The people will not believe if I say that my mother is an Eastern Star, a witch, a sorcerer. They would not believe it. When my mom was pregnant with my older sister, Claire was, in 2024, I was told by someone, I don't have to say who it is because the enemy is also on the line. I don't want the individual in problem with anybody because that person has the ability to see certain things that not too many people see. Many people have the ability, but not. God chooses certain people for that gift. As they pray for you and then they feel your problem, they feel what you're going through, and they also see. There are catfishers on the line of Elon Musk. I say it. There are individuals that are on his line that are doing catfishing to his fans. I feel today the need to expose it because I believe I might be a victim of it, or I might become a victim of it if I don't expose it. My life has been controlled by individuals in the occult. And I also believe the catfishers are also part of the occult. Leaving my home caused me to be homeless. I became homeless by leaving my home in South Carolina and come to Massachusetts for safety. Caused me to be homeless. I knew in 2024 when I left my home, I knew I wasn't gonna be able to stay in my mom's house. I arrived on the 1st of March of 2024 and I applied for assistance that same day or the next day. Yes, the next day, the 2nd of March. February had 28 days, and I believe I moved into a 4-bedroom house, 2-car garage, nice yard in the back, and a lot of space in front of the house for me to do a lot of things. Because I had plans to do car washing, I had plans to do buy cars and repair and then sell them. And I had plans to do a lot of things. When I was closing my 401k for that business, although the ex-husband and I, we had started something with transportation already. The name of it was KNB. My name is Ketsia. The name was KNB transportation. In 2019, we went to Chase Bank to open a bank account for the business. And we were both in the bank. He said that he would not put my name. No, he didn't say it. When the banker asked whose name gonna be in the account, he said his name, and then he didn't say my name. Listen, I'm always lay low. I don't question things until my intuition tells me something is wrong. Because I go by my intuition. When he didn't say my name, I opened my mouth. I said, and I asked question. I'm like, why are you putting it only in your name? He said, the banker answered now. Well, we can start with one name and then the other name can be added. Bruce Lee says, yeah, we can do that. So I'm like, okay, women come. The account was open on KNB Transportation, but only his name, Bruce Lee Bissett, on the account. Do you know that business is open with my money? My 401k closed completely because I knew I was doing something where I was gonna be stable financially. So the 401k closed completely, the money transferred onto my ex-husband's account. Young women might need to listen to this story to learn. I find a job with relocation assistance, sign-on bonus in Connecticut. I decided to take it. Let me open the blind to see if I can have daylight because it's getting brighter outside. Let me see if I can see. I have, more light. Even though we have look, 4 light bulbs open in the thing, it's not as bright as it's supposed to be. Give me a minute. Let me see the difference. Yeah, it's a bit better. Okay. Whatever I'm doing, I like to face east because God had asked Solomon to put the doors of the temple facing east. So I like to face east, whatever I'm doing. All right. Now back to taking the offer of a job in Connecticut. The job was in Shelton. When I first got there, I went to, what's the name of that place? I think it was Bridgeport. Yeah, Bridgeport. It was a motel where I was able to afford because I was just starting that job. Remember, a 4K was closed. Now it's gonna be a new beginning of 401K. Another place. 401K closed and then that was it. That man always come around when he's broke. And when he comes around me, he always acts as if he wants to make marriage work. Me, as a woman, I'm not gonna say stupid and dumb because I'm not stupid and dumb. I always give people benefit of the doubt, no matter how much they try me already. My ex-husband never tells me anything that is going on with the business. We never discuss the business, period. All I know is that there was something going on that he never stand with me. He never stood by me. Anything that is happening with me, I fight it alone. You forgive me if I fall and cry. And trust me, crying is not a weakness. Weakness. Let me say it again because it sounds different. I hear it. It sounds different. It's not a weakness. The person that I am, the being that I am, when I cry, it does something with God. When I tear up, and I don't have to make effort to cry because it comes naturally. That's my humbleness before God. The enemy sometimes takes it for weakness and think that I let go, or they take it for victory, like they win. No. Every time I tear up, it's for a reason. Because when I cry talking to God, it manifests something in God in my favor. Because I am not just a regular child of God. I am more than that. It keeps folding to the inside. I don't know why. So it's very thin. It's not thick. So I don't know. I don't care. But listen, being what I am to God caused me to suffer. But I am taking it with strength. For the strength come from Him. I want Elon Musk to listen to this. And I pray he fall on this. Because a lot of people on his platform, fans, don't really know who they are. Could be employees of him. Could be. That replies. It must be employees that replies for him, because someone like him wouldn't really have time to look at all these chats, all the comments in the chat room, and it's not even one chat room. He has many platforms. So it has to be employees of his. Because who look at the comments and reply? When they reply with WhatsApp numbers. Now, when you check, when you with the WhatsApp numbers, they ask to text you. They ask you actually the fans to text them back through the WhatsApp numbers. And when you reply, it's like a salesman. I am not exposing this to but I feel like now there is a need to expose this, because those employees replying on behalf of Elon Musk, selling whatever they're selling, might be in the way of me going to my breakthrough. While the individual set, the one that is connected with me by soul and communicate with me telepathically, through patterns, is waiting for that breakthrough. Elon Musk must know what is going on his behalf. Now, when they send the reply with the WhatsApp numbers, the WhatsApp numbers travels from WhatsApp numbers into another app, and sometimes it even takes you from that other app to another app. Now, may the correct Elon Musk hear this message, because when they reply on behalf of Elon Musk, they don't speak as if they're speaking on his behalf, but they speak as if they are Elon Musk. They all end up telling you to close and block every other Elon Musk that you may be talking to. They ask you to actually block them, because each new comment that you put on, and then another reply comes on depending on what you say in the comments. Notice that what you say in the comments, the conversation that comes afterward never really matches your comments. The conversations always start over. Start over how? I'm glad to have you in my private, account or page for fans and things like that. They all start the conversation like this. Let me take a phone to go with the communications, because this needs to be exposed. Because it looks like so many people are playing with his name. So many people are acting like him, that they are him. And I believe catfishing comes to play along with that. Let me get the other phone. So I have 3 phones. 2 of them is, let me get the other phone, because I'm using one of them, the one that has the most. I'm using it for the video. I'll be back. I think we still need more light. I am back. All in the effort to have brighter. Let me check the. Okay, I think it's better now. All right, so the other one of the other phones, I'm gonna show how much account from WhatsApp on that phone alone. Okay, and the other phone has more and more. Okay. Okay. This is WhatsApp on this. Look, everybody claim to be him. Everybody claim to be him. Okay? They don't speak on his behalf. They speak as if they are him. Why they have they have his pictures, his name, his everything. They use his everything for proof that they are him. The funny thing is that each and every one that you encounter, at the time that you encounter them, they claim to be the real one. What I pick on, what I tap on, the energy is the same. What I mean by the energy, meaning the rhythm of the communication, the pauses between words, the energy is the same between each and every single one of them. But they each come out and say, it's not me. This is my official or real account. So I don't know what's going on, but it's in the way of me going through what I'm supposed to go through in my life to walk into my purpose. Now, will the real, R-E-A-L, the real Elon Musk ask the future wife, if let's say he encounters the future wife, and when he realized that this is the future wife, will Elon Musk ask the future wife to purchase how you call it, VIP card to meet with him? It comes to be two different, so far what I encounter, two different VIP cards. One start with the letter E. I would say the name, the first name. But there is a pound symbol in front of the name, the first name. And then you have a set of 4 numbers after an hyphen. And then you have VIP at the end of it. Then there is another one that look more real, that look real. What I went through in life, God find that I deserve a reward. But I went through what I went through. But people who don't know me feel like I don't deserve it. They feel they're more deserving of it than me. But they want it without the struggle. They want it without the lessons. The way I become homeless, period, alone, not just, I don't get the reward because of just that. But I'm saying that reason that I become homeless alone make me deserving of what God given. Nobody wants to do right by me. Nobody wants to do right by me. No one has integrity to do right by me, even those who are in office. Now I am being controlled by an office belongs to the state of Massachusetts, who moved me around for no reason because I'm in a shelter. Since I left my ex-husband, I have not been able to stand on my 2 feet, although I am healed, because everywhere I go, get infiltrated by people who want my life. A battle that has been won by God, Jesus. The individual on earth refused to accept defeat. Instead of going inside, accept the defeat, and then go inside of her to heal herself. Because when certain things you go in life can mess you up mentally, if you don't know how to heal your inner child. The inner child is actually yourself. You need to go inside to heal. And If your heart is not healed, it will make you do certain things that you would not do your real self. I go back and forth to the Elon Musk chat rooms into the mistake that I made leaving my home to come to Massachusetts caused me to become homeless. 2024, they placed me and my children in Beverly. In Beverly, I could not stand in front of the stove. I could not stand to cook for my family in front of the stove because that shelter had 3 families in it. One apartment, one 3-bedroom apartment with 3 families. I had a room for me and my 2 children. Each family had a room with their children. They used the other families to do something inside the place, and I could not stand in front of the stove to cook. I had to stand on whatever they lay in front of the stove. God. So while I was in the Beverly place, I called my mom. I told my mom what happened. But every Saturday night, I go to Quincy to my mom's house in order to go to church with them on Sunday morning. When we go back to Beverly, they put more and more. It's like every day they put more of whatever they put on the floor in front of the stove. I didn't like what I was feeling creeping up in my legs and feet. I went to another office, and the other office worked with the office that I was dealing with. They sent me to an hotel room with my family. And then the next day, I went to get my stuff from Beverly because they sent me to a place in Norwell. In Norwell, it was still one room, but this time the room had bathroom in it. We didn't have to share bathroom. We didn't have to share stove. Okay. So now that there was no other family inside the unit to continue what they were doing, the office now were dealing with the other occupants, and then they started to put things in front of my door now. I have not mentioned exactly what it is, but I am saying something was placed there. And I started to feel those things again creeping up my feet, my legs. We continue to go to church leave the shelter every Saturday night and then come back on Monday morning, because we were allowed 4 days in a month that we could spend out. So we use it to go to church. The church that my mother goes to sacrifice children, chosen ones. So they start early on killing chosen ones, children. You would never know. On Sunday morning, service. And then in the evening, they sacrifice children. There is no church. It's simply a building. Now the temple, again, I asked, how do you see that temple of yours and how do you treat it? Do you let your mind mess up your temple? Because when they offer you money to mistreat an innocent person and you let the love of money, you accept it. If I keep my eyes closed for too long, I will feel asleep because I spent the night without sleeping. And I called the police twice. Never came. Each time they say they will send a unit, they will send an officer. None came. One day when we returned to the shelter in Norwell, my window was open. One of the beds in the room was not the way we left it, by that open window. When I sit on the bed that I used to sleep on, you will feel like it's dry, like there is a powder that you're breathing in that makes you cough. I called the police. After talking to the office people, I called the police for a report because I left on Saturday night, came back on Monday night, because I always use, that was Monday night. When I got there, my window in the room was open. And the bed was out of place. My daughter's bed was out of place. When I asked the office, the person was, I don't know, they didn't know what happened. That's what I was told. But later on, they said that maintenance had to come into the place. I'm like, okay, hold on. Maintenance had to come into the room? What for? Nothing they said was making any sense. For smell. What do you want in my room for smell? What do you want? What is it? but it was not smell. One says smell, another one says something else, another, yeah. Yeah. So I believe that same night I left that shelter without giving them a return address. I went back to my mom's place. Remember, I went there, I got to my mom's place on the 1st of March, and I went to a shelter on the 2nd because I already knew I wasn't gonna be able to stay there long because my family embraced me and then push me. They embrace and push. So that's how they control my life in keeping me unstable. Okay. In the shelters, they introduce witchcraft to the people to make my life a living hell. I'm gonna stop right now because I'm falling asleep. I feel I'm falling asleep. I spent the night without sleeping, and I just spent 2 months without sleeping. Kind of. Someone feel the need of my life. And the coven don't want me to return to work. They don't want me in relationship. So they want to control my life. I am free spirited. It doesn't work with me. Nicely, calmly, I will take care of them. Yeah, sleepy. Just about now, there is a woman on the 2nd floor, right above me, waiting for me to shut up so she can doing her work. It's a work. So off my energy, people are making money off my energy while they want me to remain poor. I'm not poor. I was brought down to the ground. Do to raise up, to rise. They feel like they can keep me in that state. They feel. But my battle has been run. It's been run a long time ago. Now the real issue is, how do the office of the shelters get to work with people who want me to stay down when their job is supposed to help me stand back up and move into my own place? We may never know. The sun is about to come out. Where I am right now, I cannot, I'm not able to stand outside with the video because I am told not to do my videos in record people in the shelter. Yeah, so yeah, the sun is about to come out. Yeah, it seems that it's coming out from this way because it's brighter here. Right there has a little, no, it's brighter here on this side. Yeah, right there is no brightness. It's not dark, but I don't see the sun at all there. So I think it's coming this way. So east would be this way. Okay. Last night there was a car parked in front of that building. I would say the second one, not this one, the second one. And there was one that parked parallel to it, but on my side of the street. There was no need to remove me from where I was because the other participant on the second floor lied on me. There was no need to remove me. Meeting was done. People signed papers of what they're not supposed to be doing in the shelters, and that should be it. Because I had been there since the month of February. I had no problem there until these people came up. And listen, every shelter they send me to, they already make deal with the tenants that's already there. So it's an ongoing attack. So tenants in, residents, participants in the shelter making money off my life because they are paid by the office to continue doing witchcraft attack on me. And they also violate my life. They violate not just privacy, they violate my life. They violate my children's life. Because my daughter can be naked and then you have monitors peeping on the wall. I'm naked and then you have those who walk behind shadows peeping on the wall. Now, what makes it okay for someone who has a job, a title, to help me get back up and move into my own place, get to deal with people committed to keep me down? Meanwhile, the shelters are not forever. The shelters are 6 months period. When 6 months is up, before that 6 months is up, before they kick you to the street, you must reapply twice for two things. First, you apply for extension for 7 days. The extension is while you reapply for shelter, and then when you get approved, then you remain in the shelter. They might send you to another place, or you might remain in the shelter. When I will apply for mine, I will remain in the shelter because there was no need for me to move there. There was no threat, like my ex was not bothering me there. The only thing was a tenant paid by the office to do witchcraft. Once I open my mouth, they appear. This is ridiculous.
Now, the building that they sent me to has cameras in front, meaning they want me controlled enough to remain inside and isolated. This is to keep me from stepping into my breakthrough and my calling. There are other things I could do. I could move on and then get picked up in another place. But guess what? Even if I leave home without my phone, I'm being followed. Pay attention to the movement on the wall. There is a face trying to talk. Don't you see it gets clear? Two things today. What is happening to me at the shelters? So people are abusing their power to abuse me. Even people with little children accept the job of trying to kill me for white people. Growing up, they say, Befake pa jambe di fe. These are proverbs, words of wisdom. Yeah, the sun is coming up. The building cannot block it. I won't be able to enjoy the sun as I used to enjoy from the last place. The moving me around over here is to delay. Delay how? They know something is very close to happen. So every time they send me to a new place, it's a new adjustment of the area to know exactly where to find where people stop for me and things like that. And every time I move to a new place, it's always a struggle with the neighborhood before people leave me alone. I ran out of words. Let me close that one. I'll be back.